Aleichem and welcome to Online Smicha. Today we'll discuss a halacha as it's discussed in the Sifrei Shilas Tshuvas. You know that the Chassidus in general and Chassidim put a strong emphasis on the Mikvah. Going to the Mikvah as a Tosfos Kedusha, Tosfos Tara before davening, and many do it before different mitzvahs, fulfilling of mitzvahs, etc. There is beautiful letters from the Rebbe where the Rebbe emphasizes the concept of going to a mikveh before davening. And in one particular letter, the Rebbe writes that based on Nigla, based on the Rashba, what the Magen Avraham brings, Asher Adam bekumay baboker hu kekoyin hamiskoinin la'avoda. Because a person, when he wakes up in the morning, is like the kohen that's preparing himself to do avoda. V'harei ein nichnasim la'avoda ela b'tevila tchila. And we know that the halacha is that going to do avoda, the kohen has to do tevila b'mikvah first. So therefore, there's a special emphasis on the mikvah before davening. Says the Rebbe, Av shalei kavu zeh chayva, even though it's not a chiyuv to go to the mikvah, but kamoy shalei kavu g'dayla mizu. But you could see that there is even a stricter time, a more important time when someone must go to a mikvah. And there is borderline halacha of chiyuv, and yet the Chachamim did not make it a chiyuv, and that is the time of when somebody has to go to the mikvah, which is called Tvilas Ezra, because he became Tameh. And yet even Tvilas Ezra is not a chiyuv. Perhaps it's a chiyuv that not everybody was able to fulfill. Uvachein, seeing that even by Tvilas Ezra we don't find it being a chiyuv, nevertheless people are very, very makbid on this for davening, for krishma, etc. So too the mikvah, which is only for Tosfos Tara, is also, it's not a chiyuv, but it's being that kekoyin hamiskoyin la'avoda, it's something that you should try to emphasize very much. Try to be makbid to do. And the Rebbe says this in many, many places, and the going to the mikvah before davening is he quotes from the Friedrich Rebbe, Ein doimes man tfilas tara yimei choil. You can't compare how you increase in the Torah by going to the mikvah and during the week. In the week itself, there's Mondays and Thursdays where there's Kriyas Torah. You make Tainis, Friday. Everything has his level. Shabbos, Yom Tovim, etc. And you have to know that halachically going to the mikvah on Shabbos and Yom Tov, Shabbos specifically even more, there is different halachic issues that there may be, and yet the Chachamim, yet the Chassidus, for the Chassidim in general, are makbid very much to go to the mikvah l'marois these issues because of the Tosfos Tara that comes by going to the mikvah. There is an interesting shaila that was brought to Reb Chaim Kanievsky about somebody who is b'chlal makbid to do the mikvah when it's the higher level of need by Tvilas Ezra. And one time he woke up a little late, and he asked Reb Chaim, he has a choice, either to daven in the yeshiva, and he will daven B'Roiv Am, because there's a big crowd davening together, but then he will not be able to go to the mikveh first, or should he daven with B'Roiv Am, or should he daven B'Roiv Am and skip the mikveh, or should he go to the mikveh first and then daven either be a chiddush or a much smaller crowd? And Reb Chaim Kanievsky said that I'm showing you the halacha perspective, that if he's makbid b'chlal on Tfilas Ezra, even though there is an issue of Roiv Am obviously beautifies the davening too, but if it's something that he's makbid, he should do the Tfilas Ezra, even though he will not have the Roiv Am. Another person asked him if he will go to the mikveh for Tfilas Ezra, he will have to skip some part of the davening to daven with the tzibur. Is it better not to go to the mikveh? So he should say the whole Psukkah de Zimra. And his response was, that's better not to jump around, cut around pieces of davening. And we know that the Rebbe writes the same thing concerning Hallel. Best is to daven with the Chazan, the Hallel, not to jump around, cutting around different pieces of davening. Yashikoyach, and please join us again next week.